Alright guys, today we're going to put a remote start on a 2011 Ford F150. I've showed you this Flashlogic homepage before. We just go to Flashlogic Home and you go down here and select your make and your year and your model, and it tells us we need this FLRSF01 remote start. So that's what we got. And we need to flash our module, this here, and I've got the flasher plugged in to the laptop. So we're going to plug the module in. Okay, so we're going to hit flash your module and continue. And we're going to see if it makes me log in. And it don't look like it's going to. Configure new module. We got a Ford 2011. And this is 2011 through 14, I believe. I will check to make sure. 80-bit key. You have to have two keys to do this. You have to have two working keys. You can't do it without it. He doesn't want any extended range antennas, so we're going to use factory remote. This is the only one and the one that's recommended to flash. We're going to change the run time from 15 minutes to 25 minutes. And we're going to save and go to flash summary. And we're going to flash the device, and you'll see the LED flashing. Okay, flash complete. So, let's see. I'm going to go to the install guide. Blow this up. Let's see, F150 standard key automatic. Yeah, 2011 to 2014 is install type 2. So here's where it tells us all of our colors of wires are, which we don't really have to worry too much about on this one other than can high and can low. But I know those gray orange and purple orange down at the OBD2 connector. So this tells us our install. We've just got two T harnesses at the ignition, one for the security and one for the actual ignition switch. We are not going to hook up the parking light wires on this truck because it requires a relay and you have to run a wire all the way over to the body control module on the passenger side, and the customer said don't worry about it. So this T harness unwrapped. So here's our ignition T, and this is our immobilizer security T that we're going to use. And then these go into the module. These won't be used, we'll just tape them off. And then we've got can high and can low and a couple more there that we won't use on there that we'll just tape off. So let me get this thing situated over there in the truck. All right, we're working on a pretty dirty truck today. You got 3 screws down here in the bottom of your column shroud, 5.5. Take those out. Lay them up here on the console. Then you can try to get this separated. I got this. Get it around your tilt lever. I don't think you really have to pull this one all the way out. You can. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this off too, just to get it out of the way. It's got 3 7mm screws in the bottom of it. And then just 2 clips at the top. Now, I'm going to grab our T-harness. This is your ignition switch right here. Just going to unplug it. We're going to put what we unplugged into this one and plug this in into this one. And we're going to tuck this thing up in here. Believe me, there's room. I've done quite a few of these. We're going to bring this one around here. It's got a little red thing to pull back, a lock. We're going to unplug it. We'll do the same thing. Plug this one into here. Here's that red thing. This one doesn't have one. Plug it where we took the other one out. It's really how simple it is. Now, we aren't going to use these. Bring this stuff over. So we're just going to cut these off staggered. Like so. We're going to fold them over. and take this here off. And I'm going to go over there and turn that radio down so I don't get in trouble for using someone else's music. So hold on. Okay, I got the radio turned down. I checked it. I don't think they can hear anything. Now in this one, we're only going to use the brown red and the brown yellow. So we're going to snip these off, staggered. I'm going to fold them over, take them off. Now we're going to put a couple red T-taps on here. And the furnace is kicking on again. Sorry about that background noise. Okay, remember, brown red, brown yellow. This is your can high and can low. Feed all this down through here. We want to get the OBD2 connector unbolted down. I think it's a 7 as well. 2 of them. Now, we need to cut a little bit of this tape back. To get a little bit more wire. Now these are right on top of each other. Can high is gray orange. Can low, right below it, is purple orange. We're going to put a T-tap on each one of those. You're going to get people say you shouldn't use these T-taps, but they're fine inside a vehicle. Don't use them outside in the elements. These wires are so small, it's almost impossible to strip the insulation off of them and solder a wire to it without breaking them in half or cutting them in half. So I'm using T-taps on these. I did it in my truck, and I don't ever have one come back. Make sure you use the red ones, the small ones. Now we're going to put one on the can low, purple orange. Okay. We're going to plug brown red can high onto gray orange can high, and can low brown yellow to purple orange can low. So there's that. It should be ready to program the keys. So let's go over here and see what it says about programming it. Okay. Module programming procedure. 2 keys, 1 of 2, meaning there's 2 pages. You cannot do this. A lot of times on a Ford, you can do what they call key cloning. You do a lot of key cloning on this stuff. You can do it with just 1 key, but on this particular Ford, you got to have both, well, 2 original working keys. So, see, both OEM keys are required. Insert key 1 into ignition. Turn key 1 to on position. LED will turn solid red. LED will flash green. Turn key to the off position. Remove key 1. Wait. LED 1 will turn off. This may take up to 30 seconds. This says that the vehicle is not equipped with a mobilizer, blah, 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 but it is. Okay, and then we're going to put key 1 back in, and we're going to turn it on, and it says, if the LED turns solid green for 2 seconds, module programming procedure is complete. If LED turns solid red, proceed with following steps. Now, I've never had one of these turn green with the first one. I've always had to follow on and keep going. Now, time restriction. Complete steps 11 to 13 within 4 seconds after LED turns off. So we're going to assume that this is going to turn red. We're going to take the key out. Okay, we're going to remove key 1. We're going to insert key 2. We're going to turn it on. LED will turn solid red, then will turn off. Then time restricted again within 4 seconds. We're going to remove key 2. We're going to press the programming button. That's this thing on the module. Wait, LED will turn solid red, then will turn solid green. So it's a lot of steps to remember, but I've done it enough. I think I can get through it pretty good. I'm just going to assume that we're going to use both keys. I'm going to put the first one in. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it back off, pull it out. I'm going to put the second one back in, I'm going to put the first one back in, turn it back on, turn it off, pull it out. And then we're going to assume that this is going to be red. So I'm going to grab the other key and I'm going to put it in. I'm going to turn it on. And then I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to press the LED. And hopefully it programs. So let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to try to hold this LED up so you guys can see what's going on. I'm going to put the first key in. Turn it on, it turned red, it's flashing, I'm going to put it back in, it turned red, I'm going to turn it off, I'm going to put the second key in, turn it on, it's red, I'm going to pull it out, press this, went to green, I believe that did it, it shut off. Let's see what happens if we press the lock button 3 times. That's all there is to it. Got remote start. parking lights are optional. Decide you're not going to go anywhere, hit lock 3 times again, and the truck will shut off. So, that's really all there is to putting a remote start on one of these. You got 2 plugs, T-harnesses, and can high and can low, and like I said, the parking lights is optional. So let's get this thing put back together and let the customer know it's done. All right, we'll tie all this up here just to an existing wiring harness. I'm going to turn my light back on. Well, let's see who this is. Well, I better take it. Hold on a second. It may be a keyless entry cell. All right, that was a plug-and-play remote keyless entry sale to South Carolina for the OBS Ford trucks. We're going to go ahead and put this stuff back on. Like I say, this stuff will fit, believe me. Get your cruise lever fed back through here. How good the furnace kicked off again. You do got to kind of hold this stuff out of the way. We'll get our bolts back in the bottom. Oh, we put these up here. This back one is pretty far up in there. Now I'm going to grab this camera up here, show you got to kind of fight this rubber thing to get it back where it belongs. And then when you put this one back on there, let me see if I can tilt this wheel down. See these little hooks right there? You want to hook them in the bottom while holding this rubber on the outside. Okay, that side popped down. Now, this should just pop in. I think it's in there. Well, that side's not. Okay, I need both hands. Hold on a second. Okay, I got that all popped back in where it needs to be. You got to have both hands to do it. So now, all we've got left is pop this thing back in. And I'm not going to keep taking up your time. Put your 3 bolts back in the bottom of here, and then we're going to wrap this up. It's got holes here to put wire ties through, and we're going to find a good wiring harness just to tie this up on, and that's all there is to it. So that's how you put a remote start on a 2011 through 14 Ford F150. I've had mine on there for probably 2 years now, and it's working just fine. So if you like this video, if it helps you out, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you know somebody that's got an F150, just hit that share and copy the link and go and send it to them. I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned. All right, we got it all buttoned back up. Got our sticker under the hood that says this vehicle is equipped with the remote start. So let's try it out again. Factory remote. We're just going to hit lock 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's all there is to it. Again, if you decide you're not going to go anywhere, hit lock 3 times again. And it shuts off. Otherwise, it runs the 25 minutes that we set it for. When it's running, all you do is walk up, of course, unlock it, get in, put the key in, turn it to run. If you hit the brake first, it'll turn it off. But put the key in first, turn it on, and then the brake cancels it out. Again, thanks for watching. Please like the video, share it, and subscribe. Thank you very much.